Okay, we've all been there, right? You're in an interview, everything's going great, and then it comes. That one question that can make or break the whole thing. So, why do you want to work here? It sounds so simple, but man, getting it right is a real art. Today, we're going to master that art. And our teacher? A legendary career strategist you would never, ever expect. A clever little spider from an ancient tale.
This right here, this is the whole idea. It's all about connection, about mutual support. It's not just about what you can get, it's about what you and the company can build together. And that single thought, that's the key to unlocking the perfect answer. And it all comes to us from a really old story.
So to figure out how to answer this question in a modern office, we're actually going to dive into an ancient story, the parable of Anansi the spider and his big quest to become the royal storyteller.
Now, the stakes were incredibly high. We're talking a golden stool in the court and food for life. So, naturally, every ambitious creature in the forest, including our clever friend Anansi, they all showed up to prove their worth. But they were all about to face the exact same, deceptively simple test.
Sound familiar? Yeah, that was the chief's one and only question. The way each candidate answered was going to reveal everything. Their character, what really motivates them, and what value they could actually bring to his court. The first contenders stepped right up, totally confident they had the perfect response.
So the first spider tries flattery, right? Gushing about how strong the chief is. But the chief knew flattery was cheap. The next one tried self-interest, going on and on about how the court would make him great. The chief just frowned. This guy was only in it for himself. But Anansi presented a partnership. He didn't just praise or take, he connected. And this, right here, shows the huge difference between a weak answer and a really powerful one. So, what was Anansi's secret? I mean, the key to absolutely acing this question was hidden right there in his answer, and it was something the others completely missed. And here's the crucial point. A great answer is not a speech about how amazing the company is, and it's definitely not a list of what you hope to get out of it. It's a proposal. It's you showing them that you've done your homework and you can actually see a future where you both win. You're not just asking for a job, you are offering a partnership. Anansi's answer was so powerful because it proved these three things. First, he showed he shared their purpose. He got that they use stories to unite people, and he wanted in on that mission. Second, he showed a cultural connection, pointing out how their diverse court makes every story sharper. And third, he offered a super clear value proposition, explaining how his specific skills would serve their specific goals. Okay, so how do we actually apply this? We can break down Anansi's wisdom into a practical framework that any of us can use. Let's call it Anansi's three-thread weave. Think of it as a step-by-step method for crafting your own killer answer. Here are the 3 threads you need to spin together. The first thread is why them. This is where you connect their specific mission to your own personal values. The second is why me. Here you link their company culture to a past experience where you absolutely thrived. And that third thread is why this role. This is where you match your unique skills directly to a problem you know you can help them solve. All right, the framework makes sense in a story, but let's put it to the test, We'll apply this 3-thread weave to a modern job interview just to see how powerful it can be in the real world. So, imagine a candidate applying for a project manager job at some fast-growing sustainable energy startup. The interviewer leans in and asks that classic question. So, why do you want to work here? Instead of a generic answer, this candidate uses Anansi's framework. Just listen to that answer. It's specific, it's passionate, and it is completely focused on partnership. It just seamlessly blends the candidate's personal ambitions with the company's big goals, making it crystal clear that this isn't just about getting a paycheck. It's about making a real, meaningful contribution. And when you break it down like this, you can see exactly why it works so well. It's not just a list of qualifications, it's a story. It tells the interviewer, look, I get your mission, I fit your culture, and I am the specific person who can solve this specific problem you have. Each thread just builds on the last, creating a totally undeniable case for a partnership.
So let's bring this all back to that first image of the spider and the tree. Answering why here isn't about showing off your web. It's about choosing the right tree and then explaining exactly how your web is going to help both of you thrive. And that is the ultimate takeaway here. The whole goal of your answer is to prove that you are a builder of mutually beneficial relationships. You're not just looking for a branch to sit on, you're looking to add strength and stability and real value to the entire structure.
So as you get ready for your next interview, don't just think about what you're going to say. Think about the partnership you're proposing. Think about those three threads: purpose, culture, and value, and how you're going to weave them together. So what bridge will you build?